When designing data strategies, how can it be designed to consider human element, ensuring that they like user friendly and meet the needs of employees?
Yeah. That's actually, I like the question a lot because it already implies that people consider the needs of the employees in their strategy, which in reality probably is not that often the case, to be very honest. And so I think the first step is to even just consider it. That's a very good point, right? For your data strategy to be more humanized and people centric, you need to intentionally want it to be intentional and more human centric. Reminding yourself of how to actually have the people element embedded in your data strategy is a really
Hmm.
important one. I think in many data strategies, usually there is the pillar of people and organization, but that usually is crystallized in upskilling efforts and saying that they all should get upskilled or certified or something. And it's usually something related to a fluctuation metric, right? Like just satisfaction related or let's say attrition related or loyalty related to stay with the employer. But all of that are more on the surface. I think what needs to be more done is to address the whole thing of how people are an enabler of a data strategy and not just that your team is a happy team and that no one is leaving the company within a certain time period. And so
Yeah.
it's really when you decide on the main directions of your data strategy, imagine what the participation contribution of people are. Does it need to be how much is from the data teams and data professionals? How much is from the senior leaders? How much is needed from the business stakeholders? What is missing for them to be the enablers for all of that? And then define priorities based on what you think is missing to actually do it. In my book, I actually do have a kind of a second to last chapter is about a gap analysis. So you can actually use the 5 C's to go through a series of questions and see which
Hmm.
of the questions you can answer with yes and which ones with no, which could give you an indicator what you're missing, right? All of the questions that you answer with no are optimization potentials. So you could actually start with those. And then it's basically trying to, yeah, ensure that you're people centric in that way. And whenever you identify there might be a people problem, to address it with dedication and with priority.